Hello there, my name is Matt York and I am the llama farmer. One of the most common questions I get asked as a llama farmer is, do llamas spit? And a common answer to that is, no, that's professional footballers. Llamas do spit. They're members of the camelid family. Will they spit on you is an entirely different question, the answer of which is very likely no, unless you're doing something to annoy them, like pulling their fur or sticking your finger up their bum. So humans can spit, dogs bite, cats scratch, llamas spit. It's just what they do. They're part of the camelid family, so related to camels, alpacas, and the wild varieties, guanacos and vicuñas. All of the creatures in the camelid family can spit. It's something predominantly they do to each other, or almost exclusively they do to each other, generally to solve minor quibbles and spats, sometimes in more serious situations. So generally they spit to establish a pecking order when it comes to food. Quite often when it comes to feeding time, if it's something really nice and tasty, then there'll be a bit of spitting involved. Generally day to day when I feed them, no spitting's involved because they all know the hierarchy, they all know what's expected of them. You'll see the more dominant llamas, they'll be straight in on the food, whereas the younger ones generally will hang back a little bit, show a bit of respect and wait their turn, or wait until I bring them a bit of food. You might be able to see here, I've just given these guys some hay. I always spread it out quite a lot, just to make sure that the younger ones that are still growing actually get some food. If I just put it in one big clump, you'd probably find one or two of the more dominant llamas, like Tylo here, who's in charge. He would guard that food quite jealously, wouldn't you? And if any llama came too close, he'd probably tell them off. And if that llama kept pushing its luck and trying to get in at his food, then he may very well spit at them. He'd probably give them plenty of warning before that. If you're around llamas enough, you learn to read their body language, and obviously they all know each other's body language. They're experts at it, which you'd hope, being llamas. So it's pretty rare for a llama to spit at a human, or at least it's pretty rare for one of our llamas to spit at a human. Llamas do have a reputation for spitting. A lot of that is historical. When countries started importing llamas from South America, not many people knew how to care for them properly and misinterpreted their body language, etc., and frankly raised them incorrectly. A baby llama is known as a cria, C-R-I-A, and what used to happen, and what still happens sometimes, is that baby llama would get taken away from its mother or away from its herd too soon in life, and it wouldn't it wouldn't learn how to be a llama. It would grow up, say, exclusively with humans or other animals, and it didn't learn good llama behaviour and llama manners. Generally speaking, a baby llama should remain with its herd around other llamas until about 1 year of age. That ensures that it picks up good llama behaviour and good manners. It learns how to be a llama. If you take a baby llama away from its herd or its mother too soon in life, and say, for example, it's exclusively around other humans, then it doesn't know what good behaviour is, what good llama behaviour is. So it starts doing llama type behaviour to humans, and that's when they start spitting at people, because they know no different. They don't know the difference between a person and a llama, because they think people are their herd, because that's what it's grown up with. If you leave a llama with its herd, it'll be taught by the other llamas what's acceptable and what's not in what kind of social situation. So this used to be a problem a few decades back, less and less so these days, as people have learned more about llamas and how to raise them properly. And so generally speaking, as long as you raise a llama properly, they won't spit at you. All of our llamas here at Pembrokeshire Llamas have been raised properly and kept with their mothers till an appropriate age and learn how to be llamas. So we generally don't have any spitting issues. Not to say I haven't been hit a few times in a spit off, as I'm their primary carer and the guy that generally feeds them. If I've got anything nice and tasty for them in a bucket, carrying a bucket along and you get a llama on each side of you, you do run the risk of being hit. If one of those llamas spits at the other llama to try and get the food, obviously you're in the middle. It does happen. Also, when we're out on walks, I always tell our customers, try not to let your llama sniff the llama's bum who's in front of you, because the one in front might turn around and spit the llama behind, and that customer might get caught in the crossfire. Generally, if you get spat at and it's just the contents in the llama's mouth, it's not too bad. But if they get a super spit from right down in one of their stomachs, then that is pretty nasty. That's a straight in the shower job. The smell is absolutely disgusting. So don't be nervous, llamas. They're not out to hurt you or cause you distress. They're very gentle animals. They'd always rather run away from a fight than have a fight or spit at you. They are prey animals, essentially. They want to survive. They want to stay together. They have a super strong herd instinct. That's why it's so important for them to stay together when they're young. Their preference is to run or hide rather than fight. They'll only fight as a last measure. As you can see, our llamas are super chilled. Last thing in their mind at the moment is to spit at someone. I hope you enjoyed this llama lesson. If you want to see more footage of the llamas and nice beautiful llamas like this man here, then please think about hitting the subscribe button at the bottom of this video. I'm sorry, that's a terrible YouTube cliche. Everyone says it and it does my head in, but it really does help with supporting the good llama cause. That's all for now. I'm off to see if my pig has escaped again, and I shall see you all very soon.